Bro, someone passed out watching the Sonic 3 movie. Can I blame them? No. Can you blame them?
No, not at all.
But someone passed out watching this movie. Bye, you guys! Bye!
So, I checked out Sonic 3 in theaters, and man, bruh, this movie, I had a splendid time watching this movie in theaters, and this movie overall was just awesome, epic, spectacular, all types of positive words. This movie was awesome, man. Before I get to my quick review, I wouldn't go in depth, but I just want to just, make the review but not go crazy with it. If you've seen my videos, and particularly my Flash versus, I'm not saying those gosh darn names, but if you've seen that video, if you haven't, I said this in the video. I was gonna add Sonic from the live action movies in this video, to take on the DC Flash, but at the same time, I actually have not watched those movies yet. I'm waiting until they, introduce Shadow, because Shadow's my favorite Sonic character, and I know about the post-credit scene in Sonic 2, but that's not good enough. I want to actually, to see Shadow introduced in these movies as a character and put some respect on his name, and yeah. But than that, sorry, the ramble. Yeah, so I checked out Sonic 1, I checked out Sonic 2, and I saw the Knuckles show before I saw this movie, and I enjoyed all those. Like, I always knew the Sonic movies and show, of course, were going to be good and like good stuff, but it's just that I'm a Shadow guy, you know what I'm saying? Shadow's my favorite character. I can't truly explain why Shadow's my favorite character. I can say because of his overall cool design and his color scheme. Like, he's black and red, which are my favorite colors, and you see my YouTube profile picture is black and red. I can say because he has aura, he got the chopper, he uses guns. I can say because I love his origin story and his story. What happens to Marie and how he is progression throughout the story. I can say so much about it, but I can't truly like pinpoint the right example. I just happen to like Shadow more than Sonic, but Sonic's my guy too. But I just happen to like Shadow more. I guess if I were to have a good example, if you were to ask a Vegeta fan why they love Vegeta so much, I can say you could just I could parallel that to why I like Shadow more or whatever, or a big fan of Shadow. Would that make sense? But yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. I ain't like the hardcore know-it-all Sonic fan or whatever. Like, I grew up watching Sonic X, and I watched it religiously every Saturday morning on TW. And when I was an even younger lad, I used to watch that cartoon where Sonic and the gang were playing with guitars and all that good stuff. And I sadly did not play every single Sonic game. Or even when I was younger, I didn't get gifted or had the funds to get Sonic games and all that good stuff. But when I did have a Sonic game or play Sonic games, I always enjoyed them. And yes, that does include Sonic Unleashed. But I'm a fan of Sonic, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, besides that, to the movie, Sonic 3. Like I said, all those positive words, this movie was just awesome. So the action was so freaking great. Quite literally, every action scene in this movie, like I said, was great, but they were all done truly well in a way when you're watching the scene and you're sitting out staring at the screen and stuff like that, right? You're locked in to see what's going to happen next after each blow would happen, or what's going to happen next after a certain character does this or that within the action scene. Overall, the action scene was just great. And I don't want to overhype it, but I ain't gonna lie, dude, after thinking about it, the final battle and the final battle, when it comes to live action movies, yeah, CGI, but live action movies, I think Sonic 3's final battle and final battle is either top 5 or top 3 best epic final battles in movies ever, in my opinion. I don't even want to exaggerate it, because it's not just the action. The CGI, of course, was pretty damn good. But the OST for this movie, every song they played in the movie was good. When they played a song, they did it in a great way, in a good way, the way it flowed within the movie, where it didn't take out the scene. It didn't take out the scene, it took you in the scene. There were multiple parts of the movie where a song or an OST that played and it matched the scene within the lyrics or the flow of the music and all that good stuff. And the very final battle, they play an iconic Sonic theme song, and I'm not gonna lie, I would like be like, yo, that's my shit right there, that's my shit. But I didn't want to do that because that's a little embarrassing to do that. But I should have did it. But they played a cool OST that amped up the final battle and I get stuff. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Overall, the soundtrack was a chef's kiss. Comedy. Even though comedy is subjective, they did a pretty good job with the comedy. And like, yeah, Jim Carrey's in the movie, who's the GOAT, by the way, like, which is definitely a no-brainer there, especially the fact this man came out of retirement just to be in this movie. And yeah, I grew up watching his movies and all that good stuff, and so maybe a little bias towards Jim Carrey, but dog, he did a great job comedy-wise. But overall, not just him, the Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, human characters, side characters, pretty much everybody did the thing when it came to the comedy, especially Jim Carrey, who pretty much carried the movie when it came to the comedy, all that good stuff. But overall, the comedy is good. It was excellent. I'm pretty sure watch this movie, you'll probably get some laughs here and there, but they did nice with the comedy. CGI, if you're one of those people like super hardcore movie critic, know-it-all CGI expert person or whatever, it's definitely not me, but I can't say this at least. The CGI this movie was like good, great, whatever, but you could tell by the final battle, if they had like a little more time with the final battle, I'm pretty sure it would have looked way better, but overall it's still good and great to me. But I can tell they could have did a better job with the final battle and good stuff. Like, as I was watching the movie, like the first like hour or so of the movie, everything looked really excellent and good. But like right when we got to that final battle, I noticed that like the texture on Sonic and Shadow's face was like more flat in comparison to how detailed. That's the word I'm trying to say, detailed. Like, pretty much, this is a video game adaptation movie. Like, we play video games, for example, we get to the cutscenes, everything's more detailed. You can tend to put, like, work into the effects, how the characters look like that. But then we get to the gameplay, that's when you can tell everything dropped. But regardless, it wasn't a big deal to me because I still loved it regardless. The stakes, tension, like, sad moments or whatever, they did a good job with that stuff too. Like when they had tension on the screen, suspenseful moments in the movie, you can like feel it and you can tell like, yeah, this is the suspenseful scene right here, and you can feel the tension in the scenes. And when they had like sad and somber moments, I ain't gonna lie, they did a good job with that stuff too. Cause like when stuff happens to the characters, and you can tell like, damn, this is a sad scene right here, or you can feel the characters how they feeling when they express it in the movie, and I guess if that makes sense. And freaking, yeah, Shadow. Okay, I gotta talk about Shadow, bro. Shadow, like I said, Shadow was like the reason why I even, want to watch the movies. Got for lazy butt just to watch the movies. And Shadow was freaking amazing. Keanu Reeves killed it. And for like meme purposes, he did sound like John Wick, but then again, like it was still cool. Shadow did his thing. What was cool in this movie, they gave Shadow the Acura slide. That was pretty cool right there. When he had a gun in his hands and he was talking with a gun. All that popped in my head with John Wick, but then again, it wasn't John Wick, it was just Shadow in general. That was one of the reasons why I love the character so much. One of the many reasons I love the character so much. And Shadow did his thing when it came to the action, like I said. He ain't gonna lie, Shadow was freaking powerful in this movie. Not really surprising, but he did his thing in this movie when it came to overall. Like, overall, Shadow was awesome in the movie. And Sonic. Even though I said Shadow, it's my favorite, Sonic's my guy too. And I really like what I did with Sonic in this movie. Like, when you see Sonic 1, I like how the movie progressed him from being alone to finally being around people to actually, like care about and actually have friends and all that stuff. Then Sonic 2 progressed on that and gave him additional situations where he had to lock in more efficiently to protect his friends and all that stuff. And then Sonic 3 expanded on that even more by having him, like, he has this bond with his friends/team, and that put him in situations where it's like, what would happen, like testing his teamwork with his friends or whatever, or put him in situations where his bonds and additional loyalty and trustworthiness is being challenged by the antagonists and the situations that are affecting him in a negative way. And speaking of negativity, I liked how the movie paralleled both Sonic and Shadow, and pretty much if their lives were switched, that'd probably be the same character or pretty much, something pretty much closer or similar to each other and all that stuff. I like what they did with Sonic in the movie. Like, they did a good job what they did with Sonic in this movie. And some additional stuff I forgot to mention when it came to the comedy and action. This movie referenced a lot of stuff from movies, video games, and like pop culture stuff. Like a little vague spoiler for Shadow, it's Keanu Reeves. They reference his Neo hand stop thing. But overall, this movie was truly great to watch. I highly recommend watching this movie whenever and however you get a chance to watch it. And something cool about this movie is the fact that you really don't have to be a fan of the Sonic franchise to enjoy this movie, because this movie does its thing to be pretty good in general. And if I were to give this movie like a ranking, as much as I want to say this movie is a 10 out of 10, but like if we're looking at like, I guess objectively or whatever, I'll just say a 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10 or whatever, because like if you're one of those people who are like a super hardcore movie CGI wannabe critic expert person or whatever, you could tell at the end of the movie that if they had like more time, the CGI could have been better or whatever. And there's like certain stuff in the movie where if like a character did something they said they couldn't do at first, or something like a scene that happened, like that's interesting right there. And overall, you could find some type of nitpicky flaw in the movie. I'm pretty sure you could find more than what I just like thought of off the top of my head, which I think of right now and I get stuff. But overall, I'll say 9.5 out of 10. But to be personally, it's a 10 out of 10. Heck, freaking, if you like my take on the movie, hey, let me know if you did or not. Let me know in the comment section if I should have went more in depth. I would have went more in depth, but I didn't want to go like too crazy with the video, making like 20 minutes long or whatever. Let me know if you like the movie or not. And also check out the channel. I have a variety of videos uploaded and more to come, so subscribe and stay tuned and all that good stuff. And other than that, I don't know what to say, so have a good one, and that's the video.